Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's your boy Big JT, and in today's video we're getting ready to talk about how to set up your DaVinci Resolve software. Now, this basically is all about organization. It's all about organization and management of your projects. I'm going to show you how you can be able to go from a jumbled up mess of things being thrown from here, there, and everywhere to being able to be organized. That allows you to ease your sharing and to be able to make sure that if anything were to happen to your machine or something were to happen to your software, that you wouldn't be out of luck and you'd always have that backup and you can organize your project. If you're new here, hopefully this video will bring some added value to you and your content creation. I want to welcome you to the channel. I'm glad you're here. We're a small channel, but hey, come on in. The water's fine. Okay, now remember when I said you can't break it? You really can't break it. We're getting ready to get you set up, all right? What we're going to do is I'm going to take you from the beginning all the way to the end. So we're going to go up here to File, Project Manager, and this is going to pull up your DaVinci Resolve database. Now, what I want you to understand is this. When I say this is your DaVinci Resolve database, I don't want that to intimidate you. If you've got a computer, if you've got a phone, if you've got a laptop, an iPad, whatever it is that you use to actually use your DaVinci Resolve software, you are working within a database. Now, a database is basically a place where files from here, there, and everywhere are referenced in, and with the collection of these files and the putting together of these files, it allows you to be able to see a total image. That's what it is. So this database is going to help us to be able to organize everything that we're doing right now within our DaVinci Resolve software. So right now we have this database, and the short of it is this: a database is like a big folder. Let's just say it that way. I think that'll help you to really be able to understand this. So you've got a database, which is a collection of all of your different files, your projects, your folders, and things of that nature. Let's come over here to projects. You see, I have all of these different project folders, but what I don't have is a lot of databases. Now, I've moved over a whole lot of other stuff just for the purpose of this. So I've actually opened up a local database for you on this particular machine. What we're going to do is we're going to come in here. We're going to create a new database. Add project library. Let's say we'll say DaVinci tutorials. Now, here for the location, we can determine where we want this database to be for the purpose of security. Because again, a database is not the place that actually holds all of your files. So you're talking about, data files that are going to be used to basically describe your projects within however the computer is reading those. So I don't want you to think that when you create this database, it's also creating brand new, huge image and video files for you. It's just creating a place where you'll be able to actually put your information in and it'll organize them for you. So if something were to happen to your computer, you lose that database if you couldn't get your computer repaired. But if you actually have your database on an external drive, that's probably going to be the safer route. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to come over here to my external drive, my SSD that I have for things like, other project resources. I'm going to put it over here. Now, one of the things I'm going to do, I'm going to create a brand new folder, and I'm going to say DaVinci Resolve database. Databases. How about that? Then I'm going to go to create. Now, this is going to allow me to place whatever database that I want inside of this folder on my computer in a place where I want to be able to back everything up to at all times, which means that every time I create a brand new project, no matter if it's a file, if it's a project, if it's a folder, whatever it is, it's going to automatically go into this folder each and every time I open my DaVinci Resolve and close my DaVinci Resolve, as long as I've designated this particular location on this drive. So now I'm going to click on open, and that's it. Now, right here, you can see where this is where the database is going to be. I'm going to click on create. So what this is saying is that that particular external drive is created for for exFAT, which is basically Macintosh. So now, for the purpose of this tutorial, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and make it on my actual machine. I have another external drive that I'll use that is not formatted in this way. So I'll go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and just give you another directory. Okay, so now let's just go to browse. I'm going to put this one in my documents. Okay, and so now I'm going to come over here. I'm going to say JCurtisMedia, and then I'm just going to put this right in here. Now we've got a local address we can be able to use it for. So now any project I do is going to save within that folder. Click on create. It's going to take its time to do it. Now, we've got a clean, brand new database. But you see, my other database didn't disappear. It's right here. Okay? So when I click on that database, it'll go right there. But here's a database that I want to work on. You see, there's nothing in there, right? So one of the things I'm going to tell you is this. If you have, you can have as many databases as you want. But again, like I said, think of your database in terms of project file management. So instead of me just coming right over here inside of DaVinci Tutorials and just starting to create new projects and new projects and new projects, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, hey, new folder. We're going to say DaVinci Tutorials for beginners. That's going to give me a new folder. Now, I'm going to open that folder, and now I'm going to come in here, and now I'll say new project. We'll say DaVinci Resolve setups. So now we've just actually created a project for DaVinci Resolve setups, and that is inside of our DaVinci Tutorials folder. So let's go back to Project Manager, and we'll click right here on the projects, and you can see on this new database, we've now just created DaVinci Tutorials for Beginner as a folder, and we have our first project inside. So let's create another project. We'll say new project 02. We'll say DaVinci Basics. How about DaVinci Editing Basics? So now we've got two projects inside of our, let's go back here to Project Manager. So now we've got two projects inside, but this would be a great way for you to be able to actually organize your projects. When you click on this projects right here, you see how it comes in there. When I double click on that, now this is just like a folder structure you see on your computer. DaVinci Tutorials for Beginners. That's the subfolder within our projects main folder, which also is in our database of DaVinci Resolve tutorials. See, that's pretty much how it works. That's it. Now, you can nest folders and you can move folders. You can even copy projects. So tell you what, we've got our tutorials, right? Now let's create another folder. We'll call this DaVinci Practice Reps. Okay, so now we've got the DaVinci Practice Reps inside of our DaVinci tutorial. So if there were different projects that I wanted to be able to use, let's say for the purpose of B-rolls or just working on different projects or different practice reps that I want to get for DaVinci with utilizing some tutorials, and I want to show those to you, I could easily come in here and we could organize those as many as we want. All right, and then we can even copy, we can actually, like for example, I'll come in here and say DaVinci Resolve tutorials. I can come here, I can go to save. I can go to save. I can go to save as. I can copy this, right? So I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to come out here to projects. Now this says practice reps. I'm going to come in here and paste it. Oh, we can't do that because we're actually inside of this particular folder already. So, but long story short, here I'll come back out. We'll go back into the for beginners. I'm going to come here. I'm going to go to paste. Project 2, DaVinci Editing Basics can't be copied. Oh, I just did it again. See out here where it says DaVinci Editing Basics. I can't copy that because I can't copy and paste it because it's actually already open. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to copy just with get out of there. Get out of there. Tell you what, I know how to fix that. We're at Editing Basics. Let's go out to the Project Manager. We're going to open up the Resolve setups. Let's throw something in there. All right, now it's actually got something saved, so it would register. So let's go out here. We're in DaVinci Resolve setups. I'm gonna say go into Project Manager, and then we'll come over here. Now we'll open this one. And let's just throw something else over there real quick. Now we've got something because it hadn't saved anything, so there's technically not an actual project. It's a project name. But let's go out here to the Project Manager. So we're in Editing Basics. I just want to copy this one right here. Now we can copy it. Okay, so now when I want to come out here, because it's actually valid, I'll come in here. I'm going to go to Command V, and it's going to paste that project into this folder. So you can move these files and folders around. You can duplicate them. You can make these setups however it is that you want. But this right here gives you optimal management for your actual folders. Now you can see here, this right here is a sort. So if you wanted to sort your project library, let's come over here. So if you want to sort your project library, you can see this, but that's something different. My bad. Yeah, you can sort by schema, by status, by location, ascending, descending. Right now, we're actually backing this up. This particular database does exist within our local drive. You can also do this for a network drive if you're connecting to a network. And there's also a cloud-based membership that you can get with DaVinci Resolve, or you may have your own cloud, but you can also be able to connect over to the Blackmagic cloud. Okay, now here's a network. If you're connected to a network, your setup would be in here, but for the most part, I think most of us are just kind of working with local networks. You can come in here, you can create a new folder. This right here allows you to copy a project to another location. Let's see here. We're gonna say, okay, copy. You can copy this project library to another location. Home, DaVinci Practice Reps, and DaVinci Tutorials for Beginners. You can do that. We'll go to cancel. And then also, of course, you can be able to adjust your the real estate on screen. You can also look at tiles, or you can be able to look at your projects in a list. Now, see, those are DaVinci tutorials, right? And we talk about drawing organization, but I don't want to have all of my projects because I don't only do tutorials. So now, another thing I can do is, because I want to be able to keep these things separate, I can come in, I can say YouTube videos. No, I take that back. We'll keep the tutorial. We'll create that inside DaVinci Resolve. What we'll say is live events. This will be another. This right here will be another database. We're going to put this in here. Okay, we're going to save it in that particular deal. Now it's creating it. So now we have another database. Okay, let's put it back over here on the tile so you can see. So now, again, We'll come in, we're going to say music videos. We'll say short films. Private individuals, private clients. I think that's what I have on my other. And so now, as you can see, we have our DaVinci tutorials. We have a database for nothing but DaVinci tutorials. We have live events, the local database, that's just with everything. Now you can also, again, like I said, I can come in here and copy and select and copy and paste and put these different projects in any one of these folders that I want. Like, for example, I'll tell you what. Let's do this. We'll say fashion shoots. Copy. I'm going to create a new deal. We're going to say fitness videos. And one more, we'll say fashion. Okay, so now I'm going to come over to my fashion database, and then I'm going to paste over an actual project from my, there we go. So right now, what I've just done is where my local database was, I just literally came over here and I just pasted that in. Okay. So guys, again, this is how you can start off on the best foot possible. Have some order to your actual file structure. Know exactly how you want your databases to be laid out. You know, this also allows you to easily be able to go in and share a database. You see what I'm saying? You can actually share your database with someone else, and it would be a lot easier for you to be able to come in and just go into the database that you are working with, as opposed to going in over here just in your regular home database and trying to figure out what's what, blah, blah, blah. And then everything is just also not all in one basket. So guys, I hope that this right here kind of helps you to begin to familiarize yourself more with even how you would bring a project into DaVinci Resolve and to begin setting up your project in DaVinci Resolve. We did a full live on how to bring your projects in, import your projects, and bring your files and your different video assets and things of that nature. But one of the things we didn't do was actually show you how to open up the software and begin laying out some kind of a foundation for how your project should go. This right here is how you should begin organizing the DaVinci Resolve software for your computer. Again, you can have your database wherever you want. My suggestion would be on an external drive, and then that way, as you're referencing files, because the only thing that database is going to do is it's just going to pull a reference from where your different files are. Whatever you're using, even if you have to move locations, well, as you back up those files, you'll be able to keep those locations, and you can always go in and relink a file up if it's actually missing from a database that's been removed. So guys, look, this DaVinci Resolve software, I mean, it's a powerful software. And one of the things that I want to make sure you're able to get done here is I want you to be able to feel confident that when you sit down and open your software, the little things, the small gray areas that you run into when you're working on stuff like this, you don't have to try to figure out. There's a lot of different things and a lot of different tutorials that are out there, and as they're going through, they may be too fast. And I've said it before, if you're looking for a fast, quick, 1, 2, 3, bam, that's it, or 1 minute database tutorial, this is not the channel for you. That's just that. And so I want you to be able to come back, because I want you to know that we're going to do our best to try to cover all of it. You know, so hopefully, you know, it's not too boring for you. You can be able to move along. But look, if you've got a question, or maybe you have a very specific type of a database setup that you want, drop it below in the comments. You know, hit me up, shoot me a message in my inbox. You know, drop it in the comments and let me know what's good. So, but guys, again, thank you for showing up. Thank you for coming here with me today. I'm glad you're here. And hopefully this video has brought some more added value to you and your content creation. So with that being said, let's go create something.